we're trying to figure out the slope of line N is less than the slope of line P. And clue 1 says they intersect at 5, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So let's draw line N. That's positive slope. And line P, that's negative slope. So here, N slope is greater than P slope. But if you think about 5, 1, and let this be N, that's negative, and let this be P, that's positive slope, then it is true. But we don't know which line is which, so clue 1 doesn't work by itself. Clue 2 says the y-intercept of line N is greater than the y-intercept of line P. Well, that doesn't work either. Let's see. For the same reason, I could have, you see it says a line intercept of N. So it depends on which way N's going. So if N's got a positive slope and P's got a negative slope, the y-intercept is still greater, but this slope is bigger than this slope, positive versus negative. And you could do the same thing vice versa. You know, if you have N going this way, negative slope, and P going this way, positive slope. Here, N slope is less, but over here, N slope is greater, so that doesn't work. Good grief. So what you do now is put both of those together, and let me erase. And I believe that's going to work. Let's put both clues together. So the first one is, that's the easy part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. They intersect there. Okay. So what? Let's do N like that. And then let's have them have opposite slopes. Okay, and there's P. So yes, line N slope is negative, so that's going to be less than line P's, which is positive. But you got to cover all your bases. This is where we drew our lines M and N and P having positive and negative opposite slopes. But does it work if they both have the same slope? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So let's say they're both negative, and they say N is on top. N has a greater one. That's N. And P, say it's that. P. So lines N slope is less. Look, let's say this is 2, and let's say this is 3, and this is 4. So the slope of N would be negative. Go down 1, 2, 3, and run 5, so negative 3/5. And slope of P would be down 1 and run 5. And this is less than that. So if you put both, it's because N is steeper, so their slope is going to be less. And the y-intercept above that makes it steeper since they're both going through that same ordered pair. So the answer would be C. Put both of them together.